and probably a little windy evening. Well, it's wonderful to be here in the midst of some of the most, or rather the biggest names in Goa's industry and business. Well, it's ironic because, 3 years ago when a friend of mine called Harsh said, we're starting a business magazine. And I said, really? Because when you think about Goa, and most people think about Goa, they think holiday, they think fun, they think exciting things to do. Business, I don't know. But he's definitely proved all of us wrong, hasn't he? Because Goa, through his magazine, has showcased that there's tremendous talent, a lot of potential, and a lot of enterprising personalities that exist in this wonderful land of ours called Goa. So today, 3 years down the line, after having mingled with the biggest and the best in the industry, I think it's very apt for Business Goa to launch the Business Awards. And I think it's a fabulous idea. So I think we need to applaud Ulas Jewelers, this presenting sponsors of Goa's first ever Business Awards, the Business Goa Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, to talk more about the awards and to introduce the details, may I welcome on stage the Assistant Editor, Business Goa, Rachel Fernandez. Could we please welcome him?
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Team Business Goa, I would like to welcome you all to this spectacular evening. Organizing an event of this magnitude is not child's play, especially for a team as young as ours. But for us at Business Goa, it's always been about creating milestones. Business Goa kicked off in 2009 as a lofty idea by friends and quizzing partners Harshvardhan Bhatkuli and Rajiv De Silva to cater to the growing yet untapped Goan business economy. Back then, many were doubtful about its ability to survive. A business magazine in such a small state without a very active business culture, they wondered. 2.5 rocking years later, I proudly stand here before you to proclaim, not only are we alive and kicking, Business Goa today is a name to reckon with. Trendy, timely, in sync with the news and the latest happenings in the business world, cutting-edge layouts and designs, that's our hallmark. It's our constant endeavor to give our esteemed readers quality reading material, along with keeping them informed about any and every happening in the business world and among the business community. Yes, Goa is a small state and hence has a relatively smaller business community. But we can proudly say that we have never run short of people, businesses, and events to write about and cover under the various sections in the magazine. It is this very diversity that is our USP and makes us hot sellers. Not only have we captured the local market, our readership base has long crossed the borders of our beautiful state, and today we boast of devoted readers across India, especially among Goans settled outside the state and those with an interest in the Goan business economy. Today it is a proud moment for us as we create yet another milestone, the Business Goa Awards for Corporate Excellence, a small gesture on our parts to honor the jewels of Goan business. Over 2.5 years of our existence, we have had the opportunity to meet and interact with numerous personalities. Entrepreneurs are the backbone of any vibrant economy. This is especially relevant in Goa, which has in the past few years seen a slew of individuals make their foray into the business world via their exciting and innovative business ideas. So when we have glittering award ceremonies honoring the likes of actors, artists, musicians, among others, why should business personalities not get their share of glory and honor? Business Goa is proud to plug this vital gap in Goa and provide that much-deserved pat on the back and nod of appreciation for all the good work they are putting in to enhance our economy. By no means is this list of winners an exhaustive one, and many of you will feel left out. Please accept our sincere apologies. But our advisory board, in all its wisdom, has narrowed it down to these categories, keeping in mind that these have been the business drivers for the past couple of years, especially the one gone by. And though our esteemed board had their task pretty much cut out when asked to decide the list of winners, in our opinion, every businessman and woman who has had the guts to go out there and pursue his and her dreams to fulfillment, no matter how big or small their business may be, is a winner. This is just a start, ladies and gentlemen, and we promise you that not only are the Business Goa Awards for Corporate Excellence going to be an annual event, but with each passing year, we're only going to get bigger and better. Without taking up much of your time, as I'm sure you're all pretty eager to know what we have in store for you this evening, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you who's been a part of our journey and supported us without fail. Thank you for opening your doors to us to give us a peek into your world, your businesses, and your lives. Thank you for catering to our whims and fancies, and most of all, thank you for appreciating our efforts and forgiving our errors. A publication cannot survive without the support of its advertisers. To all those who have been a part of our growth story, I'd like to express my heartfelt appreciation for the constant support and encouragement. To all those who are looking forward to associate with us sooner or later, I'd like to say, welcome to the exciting world of Business Goa. Last but not the least, a warm thank you to each and every one of you for joining us today to be a part of this landmark event. We hope you have as much fun as we, Team Business Goa, had conceptualizing and putting it together. Enjoy the evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's dedicated to all of you. It's also my honor to introduce our chief guest for today's event, Mr. Anurag Batra. Mr. Batra is a BTech in Computer Science, a degree which he acquired before pursuing his post-graduation from the prestigious Management Development Institute, Gurgaon. Mr. Batra is an entrepreneur, journalist, internet evangelist, and media expert all rolled into one. He is the chairman and editor-in-chief of Exchange for Media, which includes exchangeformedia.com, India's leading media industry website, Pitch, India's only advertising, marketing, and media magazine, Impact, the marketing weekly, Franchisee Plus, India's business opportunity magazine, Realty Plus, India's leading monthly real estate magazine, and samacharformedia.com, the leading media industry website in Hindi. Mr. Batra has multi-industry experience, having worked with India's largest advertising and media service firm, HTA, now JWT, and Mindshare, as well as in the real estate industry and a host of relevant branded event initiatives. Mr. Batra is a member of the Sales and Marketing Committee of the Delhi Management Association and on the Executive Committee of the Association of Indian Magazines. He has been regularly called upon to speak at various international forums, including the prestigious NAB, or National Association of Broadcasters in Las Vegas, and the American Business Media Forum in New York and Florida. And he contributes extensively to various national and international publications. In 2006, Management Development Institute, Mr. Batra's alma mater, awarded him the Most Distinguished Alumni of the Decade Award. Mr. Batra also writes a widely read monthly column, Enterprisingly Yours, for the entrepreneurship magazine Dare. Recently, Dare featured him among India's 50 and inspiring 50 entrepreneurs. He is also an honorary advisor to India's leading website on fashion, stylecandy.com, and leading auto website, wheelsunplugged.com. Besides mentoring many other budding entrepreneurs. Recently, Kapil Sibal and the Minister of Human Resource Development and AICTE appointed Mr. Batra as chairman of an industry committee to come up with a vocational training framework for the media, communication, and entertainment industry. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Anurag Batra. Mr. Batra, I request you to please come up and address the gathering.
Good evening. Thank you, Rachel. That was a long introduction. For somebody who's in the internet and digital space, the introduction should be more Twitter-like, 144 characters. So next time I'm at an event, I'll make sure it's less than 144 characters. It's indeed an honor and privilege to be here, and I'd like to thank Business Goa magazine, Mr. Harshvardhan Bhatkuli, Mrs. Urmija Bhatkuli for inviting me here, and I hope I go back inspired. I know I'm amongst the movers and shakers of the Goa business fraternity, entrepreneurs and business people who are building the future of Goa. And I hope today's winners will inspire many more generations of entrepreneurs to create icons and landmarks that change the face of not just Goa but this country. And I'm looking forward to being part of this initiative and interacting with you post the awards. As Rachel said, all of you are winners here. If some of you have not won this year, I'm sure you will come back next year and be on the stage. I have only one request. I am part of too many event initiatives, and one thing I always say is when you're in the audience and there's someone on the stage, applause louder, because someday you're going to be on the stage and you'll need this applause. So my request would be, when the winners come up, please applause louder. I would also take this opportunity to say a couple of things. I'm an entrepreneur myself. I started 12 years back. Didn't intend to be in the publishing or media business. Wanted to build an e-commerce business 12 years back. And we failed at that, and we morphed into a publishing company. The time now is right to build media platforms that also build communities and do commerce with them. And I'm engaged with some of those initiatives. So I would like to congratulate Business Goa magazine in coming so far in just less than 3 years. The best of the magazine and its initiatives is yet to come. I got the first copy and I met Harshvardhan because I'm a quizzer too. So that is a common interest that we have. And since then I've watched the progress of the company and the magazine. And as I said, they've made a lot of progress over the last 2.5 years. So I'd like you to give a big round of applause to the entrepreneurs behind this magazine and this company. And your being here is a big encouragement to them. Before I was coming, I have friends who shifted from Delhi to Goa, and I've been here a couple of times on holiday and a couple of times for work, part of my industry's conferences or something. And I've been chatting with my friends about Goa and the future of Goa. And really I'd like to know about Goa, and you are really charting the future of Goa, and in that sense, the future of this country. But really 3 things, and I was chatting to someone who is from Goa, who's gone out, studied, and come back to Goa and is building a business out of Goa. And I'd like to say there are really 3 things that you could contribute to. And as I said, you already know that, and some of you are really working in that direction. One is the fact that Goa's infrastructure has not kept pace with its growth. I think some of you who are here, and I was reading the profiles of all the winners, are really working in that direction to create a Goa which in some ways is proud of its infrastructure. And over the next 5 to 10 years, I'm sure Goa will be a world-class destination. It already is, but to keep pace with its increasing stature and more influx and the rising expectations from Goa, I'm sure Goa's infrastructure will see some of you entrepreneurs contributing to that. Second is the fact that a lot of people out of Goa, the talent of Goa goes out of Goa. I think as Goa develops, it's a two-way process. These entrepreneurs, these talented human beings will in some way stay in Goa and aid the process of creation of icons. And third is really, as Rachel was talking, even when I was younger, I would think of Goa as a place to have fun, never associated it with business. So I think as entrepreneurs, you're doing the right thing by building enterprises out of Goa, by building experiences, and in some way Goa is experiential. You come here, it's a different feeling. You come here from Delhi, and it's the chalk and cheese different. And I'm not just talking about the sea. The people are so polite here, so courteous here. It's a long, change from what we experience in Delhi. So really, in terms of changing the image of Goa from being a center for entertainment and recreation and unwinding, which it is, and it continue to be, but also something, a place which has world-class entrepreneurs who are making a difference to the country and the world. Last but not the least, as an entrepreneur, I'm sure I'm talking to people who are not only creating what I call sampati or selfish wealth, but also creating sampada, which I call selfless worth. So I look forward to next year hearing more stories where some of you are creating what I call selfless or shared wealth, sampada, which really benefits the society. I'm not going to stand between you and the winners. As I said, it's a big honor to be here, and I look forward to interacting with the winner. Thank you so much.